it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear.
It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, this will be McFarland. Space to maneuver at the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, McFarland. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. McFarland running out of the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
McFarland, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
At the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
To give to Nick Chubb.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, but it's going to be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Mayfield on play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And now it's second down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. All day. Kill. Turn it up.
On second down, Mayfield again. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They begin the drive with McFarland. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through him.
Now the man from nearby Columbus, Ohio, Benny Snell. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
41. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down and 3. 6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Browns 6. Steelers nothing.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Taken down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They'll run with McFarland. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
4th down.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Hey. Check your hot read. Check 43.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hoover. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, alert.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check nickel.
A run for Nick Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
With the give to Nick.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mayfield to throw it this time. He finds Beckham complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Greedy Williams picks it off, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? Check safety. Check safety. Check 9. Check 9. Hey, alert 33.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll find Hall. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Intended for Marvin Hall.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. A second down throw for Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. Following
the penalty, Chubb. And shedding through the tackle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
14's the mic. 14's the mic.
try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now a timeout taken.
It's a gain of 6.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Johnson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Chubb. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
To Nick Chubb.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From the 44, Mayfield. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Play fake, Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
That's good.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Mayfield with the give to
well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A gain of 3, second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Chubb,
a minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
At the 11
in order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Mayfield down. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Browns 28, Steelers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. Going to throw right side here, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 7.
I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Down at the 23.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Hall. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Touchdown. Marvin Hall. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with McFarland.
Anthony McFarland.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Sheldon Richardson on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 17, Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Myles Garrett. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 43 yards.
1st down, Steelers.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
On for the point after.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
By the Steelers.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. A gain of 6 there on first. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down, but they'll get it back.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done.